The most expensive watches are the most impressive. Agree or disagree?
That's a good
I
one.
know where I stand, so I'm going to put my paddle up. I disagree.
Not necessarily disagree.
Yeah. Tufik? The
I know nothing
watches.
about watches, so I'm just going to agree with you guys.
So you're disagreeing with that statement.
Yes.
Tell me, Jay.
Not all watches that are expensive are impressive. And look, expensive is all subjective, right? So my personal... So I've had my eyes on a piece that I actually quite like. It's actually a Breguet, not a Rolex, not an AP. So I love this one. Don't get me wrong. It is unfortunately quite expensive, but there's a Breguet called a retrograde date. Basically, it has a tiny a dial on the top here with the time. The rest of it is skeletonized, and it has a date window just at the bottom.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. I love this kind of true horology, I call it. It's a shame that these other brands, they don't kind of get the same hype as these Rolexes and stuff because their marketing isn't as strong, or just a general market doesn't prefer them as much. But these pieces you can actually get under retail. I mean, retail's about 73. You can probably grab one for like half retail.
Wow.
And that's only set back about 30 grand. So it's not the most expensive watch in the world. It doesn't have to be $250,000, $1 million, whatever. But I think that when you wear it and you look at it, it's actually one of the statement pieces, and it's just stunning. If you really love like watches and you love horology,
What is horology?
Art of watchmaking watches. Yeah.
Okay, so from an engineering perspective, this Breguet is as good as anything.
I want to show you. Remind me to show you later, bro. Remind me to show you on. I've got it on my website. I've got one on my website at the moment. But let me show you it.
For sure. So one of my comments to this as well is that is it true that like 80 or 90% of the catalog actually sells below retail? We've talked a lot about watches going over retail and this and that, but it's only like I always say there's a Pareto principle, which means the top 20% perform 80% of the 80% of the time and that sort of thing. So I could be wrong, but I would say like 20% of the watches are the ones selling for over retail and whatever. But there's a lot of pieces, like you just said, the Breguet, where you would buy it and you might lose money, and that's why you should enjoy these pieces and buy you enjoy.
Are you talking about just the particular brand, or are you talking about the whole watches?
Yeah.
Watch market.
I would say the whole watch. The market
Yeah, look,
the whole,
I mean,
there's
there's only about 4 brands that really trade above retail.
Yeah.
Rolex, AP, Patek, and RM, Richard Milles.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Every other brand kind of trade under, right?
Yeah.
A Breguet, you get 50% off retail. Omega, Tudor, JLC, you get under retail. Cartier, sometimes slightly above retail, but most of the time under retail. So you're right, yeah. Like, I'd say more than 80%. A lot of brands out there, but only a small amount of brands actually trade off. And again, this comes back to supply and demand and also the hype on the market, right? So basically that's how it operates.
And then I guess my feedback on that, most expensive watches are the most impressive. Man, there's some G-Shocks. The Hodinkee did a John Mayer G-Shock
the yellow one?
No, that was the Ed Sheeran one.
That's Ed Sheeran, yeah.
They ended up doing a trilogy. And I love John Mayer. And so I love John Mayer. I love what G-Shock have done in the watch world. So to me, that's a $500 watch, and I'm like, dude, I love that watch.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, probably trades over.
I would not be surprised. Probably limited run. And John Mayer's done some big things in the watch industry.
Exactly.
Man. Awesome.